I'm dancing in my PJs today and don't care. It's just kind of a dancing in the PJ kind of girl day. I don't know. Just not feeling it today. So, you remember my 2 new roosters that I got? Well, I let them out yesterday to meet their new girlfriends. And this one rooster will not stay in the fence where all the chickens are. So I'm headed down to the creek because the last time I saw him, he was headed this way. And I was thinking this is going to be a death sentence because at the creek is where there's coyotes. And I'm like, I don't want him to roost down here. So I'm headed on a rooster hunt. So last time I saw him, he was right in here. And I ran inside to change my shoes and he wasn't there. So I'm hoping he's the most beautiful rooster ever. And I heard something down here. Oh my gosh, please tell me he's not in all those briars. Maybe that was a squirrel. Do y'all see anything? Okay, let's keep walking. I don't know. I'm trying to hear a shuffle, like of the leaves from him, you know, scratching. Okay, let me be quiet for a minute. I don't hear any scratching. Oh my gosh. Where is this? Oh, I'm gonna name him Turd. There's no sense in me having to walk down here to find him way down here. But, you know, I care about my animals. And the last thing I want is for him to be down here and get killed. I don't see him up there. I don't see him anywhere up there because he's a Polish rooster, so he's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Wouldn't you crack up if he was like down here doing donuts? Oh wait, it wasn't him. Gosh, I hope a hawk hadn't got him. I can't call him by name because he doesn't have a name yet. He's been with me since this weekend, but I put him in the coop. I had him separated and I gave him some medicine for worms and respiratory just in case he showed signs, and then he just vanishes. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, it just upsets me terribly. I should have locked him in the run with the hens, but I didn't do that, which wasn't the best of decisions. And me being a chicken mama, I should know better than that. I should know better. But sometimes you don't always make the best decisions because you ain't thinking straight, you know? You got too much on you or whatever. But maybe he's at the farm and I just don't see him. But goodness gracious. There's always something with these animals. I hope he comes home tonight. You know, chickens do come back to roost. And last night he was fine. So hopefully tonight he'll come back to the farm to go to bed. Whew. Trying to hoof it up that hill. It's hard on an old lady. I want to show y'all a problem that I'm having. And maybe y'all can help me come up with a solution that is affordable. So just like the rooster, you see there's a hen on the other side of the fence. There's a hen down there on the other side of the fence. And there's a hen right there on the other side of the fence. I need to be able to keep my chickens in the fence. You know, your neighbors don't like that. My neighbors haven't complained, but I know if I didn't have chickens and my neighbor's chickens were in my yard, I wouldn't care. But, you know, I'm trying to be mindful of being a good neighbor. And also, it runs the risk of my chickens getting gotten by a predator or a hawk or whatever. But this is what they're doing. Okay, we have this in our corners, right? And here is our fencing. You see, as you see, it's big squares, which Judy and Shane got this before they were really a chicken mama and a chicken daddy. We didn't know any better. Therefore, just like Streetwalker, they get out a lot. But yes, they go through this fence, but they also jump here and then jump over. So I envisioned, you know, I've got this beautiful wooden fence all the way around my big animal area. And I wanted that beautiful wooden fence all the way around my farm. But in my brain, I'm like, is all the chickens going to roost or jump up there and then jump over like this chicken right here? See her? So that's how she goes back and forth. Just so you know, I'm still looking for that rooster, and I haven't found him yet. I did find his friend. Here's his twin brother, but he's nowhere to be found. Needless to say, I'm scared to put this wooden fence up. I just don't think it's gonna work with chickens. So if you have chickens and you have this beautiful wooden fence, does it work for you? I thought about investing in the smaller fencing so that the chickens can't go through the fence. But it is like $179 for 100 feet. And my farm's pretty big, so I would probably have to buy 4 of those. So like economically, that's a lot of money. And so, I mean, that's at least what, $800? So I would hate to spend $800 and then it not fix the problem because they jump up on the corners and go over. So I'm trying to make the right decision on what's the best medicine to keep these darn chickens in the chicken yard. It looks like it's about to come a storm just in time for feeding. That always happens. It always waits to rain until I have to go feed. You know, I said I needed your help helping me find the rooster. So I'm gonna scan my yard and you tell me if you see a red-headed rooster. I'm gonna sit down in the farm and I have to tell you the story of what happened today. You're gonna die. Okay, this is what happened. So we were out in the farm and Taterbug is 13 months old, right? Hound dog, I love you, baby. 13 months old, okay? And he went down to take a drink of milk from his mother. And I was like, what is he doing, right? I'm like, what is he doing? So he stands up and he's got milk on his face. And I was like, how can the mama have milk when the baby is 13 months old? I know you're probably wondering the same thing, right? Wait till you hear the story about alpacas. All right, this is the deal. Do you know, let's just say a mama alpaca rejects the baby. Okay, let's just say that. Do you know another alpaca mom? No, not a mom. Another female. No, don't be kicking me. I'll get you in just a minute, buddy. Do you know that another alpaca that has not been pregnant, maybe she's never been pregnant, can produce milk for that cria, and that cria that mom could be a surrogate mother for that cria since the mom rejected it? Does that make sense? No, it absolutely makes no sense. But what happened is, probably what has happened is, when I got Hey Mickey, Georgia Lee and Taterbug went, oh, there's a new baby. So Georgia Lee probably started producing milk because Taterbug here, don't be whispering sweet nothings in my ear. Sweet Taterbug here was wanting to be a baby again because he had some competition. So let me get down here so we can talk, because I'm trying to talk to you. So basically, an alpaca can produce milk at any time. Is that not nuts? Can you imagine if I'm trying to talk. Give me just a minute. Can you imagine if Georgia Lee rejected Taterbug and there was another female out here and she just started producing milk so she could nurse Taterbug? Would that not be nuts? I'm gonna tell you something. I learned something all the time about alpacas. I'm feeding the big animals. Often, Kayla and I have to tag team to get things done around here. So Monday, while I was riding with Dr. Harney, using that time for me to learn more about animals and so forth, especially farm animals, Kayla was hard at work at my farm.
Hey y'all, it's me and Mr. Larry here. We are out checking on the big animals, and he was giving me a ride back up to the garage so I could get my phone to make a video for you guys. So we're out here, we're gonna check on the big animals and see what they're doing. Look at them. Everybody's out here eating hay. Taterbug was running everybody around in circles a minute ago. Let's see.
Back over the fence.
Yeah, I'll go back over the fence. Thank you for the ride, Mr. Larry.
Yeah.
What's y'all babies doing? What y'all babies doing? Alright, now let's see if I can do this. Hey, Shay, you hear me? I know you do, girl. I know you hear me coming over that fence, baby. I know it. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Mickey. Oh my gosh. Look at what they're doing. Oh my gosh. No, my hay is not the hair. My hair is not the hay. Gosh, y'all don't even got me talking crazy. Look at Georgia Lee over there. Hey, pretty girl.
Called in the SWAT team. If there's anybody that can hunt an animal, it is my husband. If this animal is alive on our property, he's gonna find it. So, here we go. so far we haven't been able to find him. I do feel like this is my fault because I didn't keep him in a run and he was a new chicken to my coop. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. Normally, because I have so many chickens and ducks and turkeys, normally when I get a new animal, after I quarantine it, I just put it out there and it falls in line and does whatever the other chickens do or whatever the other ducks do. I mean, I don't have to train it to go into the coop. It just follows right in line with the other animals, which is what I thought this one would do. Now, the brother is doing that, but this one rooster just decides he's just gonna run off. And like I said, I had to call the SWAT team in because if anybody can find him and hunt him down, it is Shane Snead.
I need to get down in here with a brush cutter. Clean this up down here. Wish I had a little bull cutter. Let's come down here and think about all these little trees out here.
To the vet about Shishi, and I learned a lot. First of all, hey Dexter, don't be ugly. So I learned about Shishi's vision, and basically what happens is when a pig gets obese and their eyes shut, like the lids of their eyes, let me show you. You see how the lids of her eyes are down? Okay, well, it can cause a film to go over her eyeball. So when she does lose weight, basically the film will stay there for a lifetime. So it may be that she is not completely blind, but she's basically legally blind. Now, I did talk to him because obviously boyfriend was not fixed. So I talked to him about her being pregnant. He's coming out here on March the 11th to do an ultrasound to see if she is pregnant. 1 minute I feel like she is pregnant. The next minute I feel like she's not pregnant. But he is going to prepare me for what is to come, because if she's pregnant, I will have to take the babies away from her because of her vision. It's not something that I desire is for her to be pregnant. I'm praying that she's not pregnant. But anytime you have pigs that are intact, the chances of her being pregnant is very high. So we're going to see on March the 11th. So she is basically legally blind, but she can see shadows is what we're thinking. But when he comes out here on the 11th, he is going to look at her vision and tell me a clear understanding of what he thinks is going on with her vision. Has she always been blind? No. I've never really talked about it because I really wasn't sure what was going on. I've never owned a pig a day in my life, and I wasn't sure, what was going on with her vision. I will tell you that when she sits to have a treat, she cannot figure out where the treat is. She's got her head all over the map, where boyfriend and Freddie does not. They go straight towards the treat. But she will swing her head back and forth looking for the treat, like through her nose, like she's smelling for the treat. So a lot to be coming up. Stay tuned for the March 11th appointment.
1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never. I gotta leave